Howdy neighbors, it's me, Sako Tumi, and welcome to the Authortube Sleepover. Okay.
I loved your little, well, it's like, where? I hate that. That is the only real complaint that I have about, I mean, I have a lot of complaints about StreamYard, but it's the only real complaint that I have about StreamYard is the way the tabs are set out. The branding stuff and like all that stuff, that should be we should be able to see it in little blocks.
Yeah.
Like, it should
the
all
UI
be available.
is awful.
Exactly. The UI is terrible. I mean, it's fine for like basic streaming, and it's expanded, it's improved. I can admit that.
But God forbid you have multiple shows.
Yeah.
Supposedly I can make more than one brand, but I just piled them all into the parent brand.
It's like we're all together and we're in this together.
We're in this together. RK is the first one out of the gate. Hi, RK. How's
Hey, RK.
Also, hello, cool gamer. Who writes horror? Question mark. You can confirm or deny that at your leisure.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think, Cool Gamer, if I've ever asked what it is that you write.
And RK is happy to be here.
Yeah.
So cool.
And he'll be
gonna have to update us on.
I get updates all the time because T and I talk all the time, but
oh no, I don't know Jack. What you been up to, RK?
My knee just like popped really weird and it hurt.
Oh.
That's okay.
Okay.
It is okay.
It is okay. I have a timer.
Somewhere, maybe.
This way.
There we go.
And nothing exciting. You're not writing a book?
Oh, he's writing. See, next one down.
He's writing, but
don't let him fool you. He's busy as shit. And writing.
Okay, and writing. Okay. All right. Well, let's exercise them muscles. In 3, 2, 1, sprint. That was our first sprint.
It's good. I got started on, I jumped into chapter 8. Got started trying to do the whole, can I stitch this stuff together with what we have in there, or do we need to shore up?
Yeah, I got you.
I figure that's probably what I'll be doing like this week and maybe next week. Just depending on how productive I am. It might go longer if I'm not. We can play round robin of sprints if you want. Since I know you're feeling chatty, but not chatty.
I am scattered. And my husband came home very angry. And I'm wondering if I should, go do things that pertain to him for a little while.
Well, maybe put us on a sprint and then go check in with you. And we'll see.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, angry husband, angry. And I got a bunch of messages, and I got some water, and I looked over the writing that you were as you were doing it.
As I was writing.
My hands smell like salmon pate.
Okay. Did you have salmon pate, or is the cat's food salmon pate?
The cat's food is salmon pate.
Okay. Yeah, mine always smell like whatever the flavor of their canned stuff is that week. Like, because they don't get canned food every day, so they get it just a couple of times a week. They get their kibble.
We have decided that the evening meal is soft food. And
I can't get my boys to, they're grazers. They get like 2 or 3 bites at a time and then come back. I tried to have, designated meal times. Yeah. And when we had the Fosters, I could have some of them, I got some of them used to designated meal times, but Spot and Gozer and some of the older, the older cats, they were like, nah, we just want to eat 2 or 3 bites at a time and then go fuck off for a while. So they just free range. I just fill the bowls up. Once they're empty, I fill them again. Yeah. Mine don't yell if their bowls are empty, though.
Yeah, ours don't either.
Yeah. Spot comes and gets me. If I've let
you to the bowl and
yeah,
yo, this is empty.
Yeah, if I've left them empty. Yeah, if I've left them empty for a little while, if it's been a few hours and they've been empty. Then he'll come and get me, and he's like, meow, come here, human. And then, he'll take me to the litter box if it's not to their liking. He'll take me to their water bowl if it's not to their liking or empty. He'll take me to the food bowl. If he wants the windows open, the blinds, so he can see out, he'll take me to the windows. So
sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's we call him the safety inspector. Mm-hmm. He's the safety inspector, the safety supervisor. He makes sure everything is good. We got the new cat fountain, and he was the first to drink out of it, and he had to inspect it. Yeah. We had a different cat fountain, and Spot liked it, but Gozer didn't seem to care for it. So we got a different.
Upgraded, basically.
Yeah, basically, we just got another one that has a different type of a fountain spout. So the other one had it was all pretty and zen, and it had the water fountain that got pumped up. It went out through this little channel and then wound its way into the bowl. It kind of looked like a rock pond kind of a thing. Uh-huh. But Gozer really likes to drink out of the faucets if we let him, which we don't anymore. But he still wants to. So we got him a fountain that has little spigot faucets. So cool. I've seen him drink out of it once. We've had it for 2 weeks. He'll get around to it eventually because he doesn't like to drink after the dog because she slobbers. But he will because it's the only other bowl in the house. So
Right.
he'll do it, or the little demigod will be evil and thirsty.
This right here.
Twitch.
Twitchy.
Maybe it's just because you were sensing your husband's anger. Maybe.
All day. Yeah, maybe.
Mhm. You could have been sensing his build, his emotional build.
Yeah, he's pretty mad. Yeah. So we have 4 minutes left on our.
Yeah, let's just sprint.
Yeah, let's just.
I know what you're working on. You know what I'm working on, and we're just sprint.
Okay. Caw. Aroo.
Time to work, bitches.
Time to work.
Kaka, motherfuckers.
Again.
It's okay. We just get to hear it a couple times. It's all good.
Yeah. Caw, caw, caw. A woo usually means take a break.
Yeah.
Nature's way of telling you to take a break.
Yeah.
Fun sprint. I am glad you are having fun, RK. I am glad you are having fun.
Yeah.
I should be working on the document.
If you're not, it's cool. Like you said, like we have told everyone, and we told each other, sometimes we just gotta work on other stuff. And
Okay.
it's okay. You don't have to work on tonight's stuff. You can work on other stuff.
Oh, okay. RK definitely kept busy.
I'm sure.
You are a busy man. Busy man. At least I think you're still identifying as a man.
Pretty sure. I don't know that for certain, but I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't know that for certain.
I have way too many tabs open.
He says, good guess. He's funny. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna stay out of the blast radius for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
And when I go out to smoke, like, he will eventually join me and be like, yeah, that sucked.
That's good. Like my wife and I, we have a hard time not being in each other's spaces when one of us is angry about anything, because we both have the need to. Well, we both feel the need to like make them feel better.
Oh,
like,
sure.
We have that urge of like, I need to make her feel better. I need to make her feel better. Kind of a thing. So we both, like, it's hard for us to stay out of each other's blast radius sometimes.
Oh, yeah. The last time I was in his blast radius, I went into flashback hell, and that was no bueno.
Yeah.
3
No
days.
bueno.
I lost 3 days because of that.
It's the worst. It's bad anyway overall, but when I lose time,
I lose time to depression. Like,
so I don't usually to depression, but I do to my PTSD. Like
PTSD.
Yeah. Once I have an episode. Yeah. Once I have an episode, whether I'm fully triggered or it's just kind of like a response to a known trigger, because sometimes, weirdly enough, that'll put me in. I don't know. I call it like this little gray area where it's like a little purgatory. I'm not quite all of me, but I'm not quite fully triggered. I'm just weirdly teetering on the edge of explosive anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, so I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understand that.
So I guess I can talk a little bit about. I've got like 6 minutes. I am going through all of my portfolio currently, so that when I go through my website, when I give my talk in April, I have, like, everything is pretty when like the naming convention and the metadata and all of that stuff is all pretty now. So
none of my stuff is pretty for my website. It's been under construction for a while.
Oh, wow.
I'm real lazy about it.
Well, I figure you're kind of lazy about it because you're still working on rebuilding your backlog.
Yeah, that's mostly it. Is because I'm like, well, I would like to have those finished and like back out again
All right.
before, but it's more lazy than it is. It's more just procrastination and being completely lazy than it is because I could put up my other novel. I could put up any of the anthologies. I could still put all of those up. It's just the other one, I'm just being lazy.
Okay. Absolutely. Part of me kind of wants to like give a tour of my website, but maybe not. It's 4 minutes until our next sprint, our third sprint, by the by.
We can go into it early if you want, or we can keep chatting.
I like chatting. The question is do I brag about my portfolio or,
Yeah,
like
you should.
maybe I should.
I don't think maybe you should. I think you should.
I need to. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pause this timer then.
Okay. I'm going to pop off camera for a minute, but I'm still here.
Okay. Cool. All right. Stop screen, present screen. Oh, wait. No. I know what to do here. Publish. View site. Please load. Okay. Present. Share screen. Home. Ta-da!
Yay, pretty!
This is my fancy schmancy studio site, which says pretty much that I do all the things. So,
all the things, combined all the things.
Yep. So self shot portrait. Obviously in 2015. I need to take more recent stuff.
I do too.
I have no excuse. I have a photographer in my back pocket and a videographer in my back pocket.
Same for me. I mean, I'm pretty decent with photography in general. Not that I'm like a professional photographer, but I'm pretty decent with it. And usually can get some pretty decent pictures. I just hate taking pictures. Ooh.
Woo.
Awesome.
And then I have illustration. Come on.
So
show me the things.
Do the things.
My seamstress.
Oh, I like that.
What if Romanoff was a kinfolk?
Nice.
And the latter part of these, this selection of illustrations, I think, were involved in my Kickstarter. And,
okay.
I don't think the Kickstarter is going to make it.
You're just not going to meet it in time, or?
No way. No way am I going to meet it in time.
Oh.
Grundle's Cave, which has a full post. Branding for a vampire-themed bar. Branding for a rock and roll-themed hotel and resort. Makeup branding for flora and fauna. Rockin' Massacre, which was a metal festival that took place in Richmond for like 2 years, I think, and then no longer. Spelunking Toward Illumination for Jason Pike.
I like that. That's really cool.
That was the first book cover I ever made.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
And then I do a bunch of logos. Woot. Me Being Pretty, which you guys don't.
It's just a different kind of pretty in those pictures than the pretty that we get on the screen. There's layers of pretty.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's a really good picture. I mean, they're all really good pictures, but I do like the satin dress and everything.
I really enjoyed doing this collaboration with Caught in Shadow. I think they are go by.
Yeah.
Caught in Shadow photography. So I utilized their use of shadows and stuff like that, and was like, we are going to do some cross-posting and ghosting, and I'm going to be like super spoopy. And he was like, I'm here for it.
It's like, yes, spoopy? Yes, I'll take spoopy.
And then, come on. Come on, Grillo. There we go. Grillo was 100% crowdsourced, which was super fun.
I like when you can come up with a character that way.
Like everybody, like every comment chose a different like characteristic. It's super fun. I need to do it again. I think it was super fun. My Twi'lek, who I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to play her again. That's super suck. She was super fun. I sat down for like a year and over stream drew these random character sheets, and that way they can go. He's one of my favorites. I like him. And Raven, yes, that is super fun. Random generated characters, by the way. Some are cyberpunk, some are D&D, some,
shows your range.
The Force Be With.us is my wedding site. We hired my favorite photographer, and we kind of like joined forces to create a website expressing like what our story is, and also like we had a wonky system that we used, like a ritual, and I'll just show it. Of course, it opened in a new screen.
Of course it did. Whatever one you're not showing. Whatever one you're not,
Yeah. So this was our invitation that I designed. And then I processed these engagement photos, which was super fun. And our story, I drew a bunch of planets, and it kind of like going through the universe, the Star Wars universe, most specifically. It explains our story, basically. We had a Star Wars themed. Oh my God, can I wear my Leia bikini? No, please don't. Do I have to wear a costume? We greatly encourage that we do, but we understand that not everyone loves Star Wars as much as we do. Yeah. How to make your own lightsabers. 3D print your own lightsaber. The content on here I haven't checked in like a decade, so you'll have to excuse me while I get
click through some stuff. And
yeah, we went to Dublin, Ireland for our honeymoon. Ceremony. So I did 1,001 cranes, which were all like decor around, like I did a rainbow, and they were all individually strung cranes.
Mm-hmm.
And we did some sankudo, which is the 3 sake sips. And my the matron of honor and the best man hauling ass through the tube.
Through the saber salute.
Yeah. It's super fun. We did yeah, there we go.
Ooh, bandy.
Super fun. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a dork.
We love you for it.
I'm a dork. Okay.
Might be a dork, but we still love you for it.
Let's reshare the timer. And zoom past it, I think.
Oh yeah, we could just.
It is the cutest wedding you've ever seen.
I know. It's just like
I want to be on Offbeat Bride. That blog inspired me so much.
So my first wedding, it was themed. We did the Roaring 20s. So zoot suits, pinstripe suits, flapper gowns, feather boas, and all the 109 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Bree and I haven't gotten to, our when we got married, it was kind of quick. So, and we just did it with like just my niece and nephew-in-law, as our witnesses. However, I just re-proposed to her on Christmas and got her a brand new, technically wedding ring, but got her a brand new ring, one that she's been wanting for a while, with a moss agate stone and white gold, and it's pretty. It's so pretty. It's not the one I wanted to get her, but it was what I had saved up to and could afford by getting it ordered in time to propose on Christmas. So,
I got you.
Yeah. So I went ahead and proposed. So I told her, I said, we've got to plan some things, because she's not had the benefit of being able to have her own wedding and plan a wedding. So I told her, I was like, I want you to have.
I finally had the opportunity to follow through.
It's so nice, like, when you get to like express yourself as.
Greg was number 4.
Okay.
Of just the fiancés, like that. Not even my one night stands or anything like that. Like, They
Yeah.
always wanted to take me home to mother.
You're so presentable to mom.
I guess.
Yeah. I didn't used to be the presentable to mom one,
You're
but
so sweet, PC.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
I'm very cynical, but I'm a hopeless romantic.
And how? My eye keeps twitching and it's driving me bananas. Okay, I think it stopped.
Yeah, so my wife and I didn't tell anyone meant for 2 years. We got married. We just didn't.
Wow.
Well, the big thing was is we got married right before I knew my nephew-in-law, then not nephew-in-law, was going to propose to my niece. Like,
Oh.
and so that was on, and it was on Christmas Day, like several years ago now. But I didn't want to ruin her big day of being proposed to on Christmas by me saying, "Oh yeah, we got married too." So I just kind of was like, I'll just leave it to like after the first of the year, and then I'll lay it on everyone that we got married, over the holidays. And then I just kind of forgot. um, yeah, then I just kind of forgot, and I said something one day about being married, and my sister was like, "What you talking about? You ain't married, not anymore." And I was like, "Oh yeah, we got married." So then
Yeah, about that.
yeah. My mom was like, "Why didn't you just don't tell us that Christmas?" It's like I didn't want to ruin Ashley's proposal, and it was her big day. I said, yes, it was important to me that we got married, that Brie and I got married, but we were both okay with not ruining Ashley's big day.
Yeah.
I was like, and then Mom, I just fucking forgot. It was like, it was important to me that we're married, but it's not like it was a declaration to the world. It was a declaration to each other.
Okay.
Especially since I had told her I was never getting remarried.
Right. Oh, well, that is a never mind. Let's go into the next sprint.
We can talk about that after the sprint.
Okay.
Oh.
Aroo. Hi, guys. Take a break.
Usually like the really silly one on the stream, and tonight you get to be the really silly one.
Yippee skippy. Hellforged. Yeah.
Yes, Hellforged.
Okay.
It took me a second though. I had to like picture it. I was like, what? Huh? Wait, there was a name. And then, my brain immediately, because you were asking me what the name of a group of something was, my brain immediately went to the Unbound. She'd asked a couple times for that and just couldn't remember it. And I was like, oh, she's clearly asking about the Unbound again. And then I was like, no, wait, no, she's asking about the series.
I'm asking about the series, yeah.
Yeah.
We bring in Julio.
Yeah.
And then never again.
Yeah, I really wanted to.
We should have him like become a member of the Unbound and show up at the big bad.
I don't. How did he break his enthrallment, though? I don't know that the Unbound
Who says he's a broken thrall?
I guess that's true. He has been working to do everything he can to thwart his demon.
Uh-huh.
And if he had some resources, sort of, it's not like they have a lot of resources, but
yeah,
we could probably do that.
I don't know. I feel like they would be like hacker heaven.
Oh, well, yeah, like stuff like that. But while they're about taking down, the Mage Council and everything, they try not to fuss too much with people's livelihoods and monies, but they get what they need.
Yeah.
That is for sure. So I'm okay with that. I think it would be interesting if Julio were actually one of the first thralls to be accepted.
Oh, as to be socially accepted, you mean?
Yeah, to be like part of the Unbound, to be like they're a legit member. They're not just a contact. They're not just a resource. They're a legit, like, with us kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my thought.
Okay.
So basically, I'm still in chapter 8.
I'm
still
looking at chapter 7 currently.
See, chapter 7.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you are working on chapter 8, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to see. Basically, my thought or idea is I'm only going to skip something if it's absolute agony to try and get something in that section. But I'm going to go through starting with chapter 8 here, apparently, and just try to write down and write them, stitch them together, stitch the scenes if I can, or write the stitcher, whatever is needed.
Think of it like writing a short story, writing the chapters like a short story, and feel like we'll achieve that thing that you want.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. I do this. While I don't do this with my paranormal mysteries, I do write like this when it comes to my fantasy, like novels and stuff. So it's because I started my fantasy novels back when I had no idea how to outline, or I was a total pantser.
Total pantser, yeah.
And then once I learned how to outline, the problem was they weren't quite. They lined up, but I didn't have enough I didn't have enough like to go into the beats once I actually like laid it out and was like, I'm gonna see if this actually works.
Your prompts weren't the point of the scene.
Yeah. So I was like, they don't quite. I was like, they don't quite line up. But if I write this little stitcher scene in here that kind of sews them together, and then all I got to do is change some details in each little thing, move some stuff around.
Yeah.
So
it transitions a little smoother.
Yeah.
That's something about Flambeau that I'm really proud of.
We transitioned.
We transitioned the heck out of that.
It was hardcore transitioning in my, like it was good stuff. I was like, I don't think I've ever written transitions this like fluidly.
Yeah.
Clean, fluid. They didn't drag. Like,
yeah. They don't drag.
They don't drag. They don't slow the pacing down, even though, even though it's less of a chop, and actually just does the flow into.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was particularly proud of Flambeau's as well.
Usually when someone asks me like what I've written, I brag about Flambeau. They're like, tell me about your book. And I'm like, which one do you want to hear about? but I usually volunteer Flambeau.
Well, that is good to hear. I brag actually about Flambeau quite a bit too.
Oh, really?
I was like, I know my name's not on the cover, but I did help her write it, and it's all good. I was like, but this is a good book, and you should buy it. It's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, if you want like some of my long work that is urban fantasy based, paranormal, supernatural stuff, and you want a good example of that, read Flambeau.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it was a co-author ventureship. Since I couldn't hold up my end of promotion and marketing and all of that stuff and like getting it out there, I just took my name off of it and let her run with it.
Yeah, that was a very tumultuous time for you.
Yeah, it was. Health was just awful.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of
I called it medicinal asshattery.
Yeah. It was just a lot of like having to readjust my life kind of a thing, and then of course just getting better. Yeah. So it was
bananas,
but it doesn't matter because books can be marketed at any point.
Yes, I'm thinking about making some ads.
Yeah.
On Facebook and maybe I'll maybe a
little TikTok-y ad. That's book talk is. Whew.
I don't book talk my TikTok.
You don't book talk your TikTok? What? They're like on TikTok. They're like one of the largest communities.
Witch talk.
I'm on Witch Talk too, but yeah, I do. See, I don't do book talk nearly as heavy as my wife does. Like,
no, I bet
she is all up in the book talk, and I'm like, I like getting other people's opinions on certain books and stuff. I was like, but I said it's be careful with it as a writer because like I don't want to be giving out opinions. Like I would like to be on book talk and been like, I read this book, I love this book. Not mine, obviously, like other people's.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I still feel like it's just a gray area for me. It's like, because what if I do read a book? Because I wouldn't want my entire channel or my entire book talk to be just positive reviews of books.
I would want to be just positive reviews.
Well,
because negative reviews attract too much attention.
See, that's the thing. As a reviewer, I would just review. I'd just be like, this went into my DNF. Don't ask me for my reasons. Kind of a thing.
Yeah. It's okay, Nikki.
It's cool. We assume everybody's popping in and out. I mean, we all hop streams.
Oh, here we go. Caw, caw, caw.
Caw, caw. Get back to work.
Oh, okay. One more. This is it.
One more. We are at 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, we are. Did we have an extra long break? Oh, when I showed off my websites.
Yeah, we just took a little longer of a break with the website. But it's fun. We enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Nope. It's all good.
Okay.
By the way, I may have just made up a language for the Fae.
Okay, cool. Is it anything like the Elvish from Tolkien?
A combination of indigenous Maori and indigenous Polynesian.
Oh, okay.
They're all very kind of similar to each other, actually.
Yeah, I bet they are.
I don't know. It's fun when you could just run them through the generator and like smush the languages together. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I need to type something here that is Darien responding firmly to Lieutenant Brenner about his aura setting off some wards when they come to see her, kind of a thing. So I was like, I need to type something here, but I don't want it to just be like gibberish until we figure out what to say. And so I was like, so there are some good things with AI and letting it generate things for you when you want to smush some languages together that are public domain, well-known languages that are not,
Yeah.
Tolkien's Elvish language is actually a public domain language. It's just the rest of his world that isn't, to my knowledge, at least. So yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna have it randomly smush these words together for me, smush these languages together, and like say a sentence.
Neat.
I will put what the sentence says in a comment beside it.
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe. Da, 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 da. Are you using ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Which has its moments.
It has its moments. This is something
Prose
obvious.
is not very good unless you tell it like in the style of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, kind of. I noticed that like if you're gonna go in and use it for like trying to help clean up things or like help clean up writing or anything like that, then yeah, you've got to tell it, I need it in this format, in this style, in this function. You have to really inform it.
Yes. You have to
But
inform it really, really rough. Like, it's a spot like vanishing and reappearing. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's a magical cat. He's my familiar.
Yeah.
I know the other one looks like he should be my familiar, of course, but not so much.
No, my creme brulee is turning out to be my guardian, if not my familiar. We'll see what happens when I cast some shit. If
Spot
they do the thing.
Spot is very much. He's a great little vessel. Like he's always a good little like. Just to raise energy or to ground or to calm. He's good for all of it. And then Gozer's just an asshole. But I did name him after an evil demigod, so.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting DM'd memes.
Oh. That's okay. I've been getting tons of messages all night. My niece is messaging me, which makes me wonder what a pregnant lady in Tennessee is doing up this late her time. Because she's always...
I know.
She goes to... Okay, so this child, since she was a newborn, has been like a up at 6 a.m., up at 7 a.m., like up with the crow, the crow, the rooster, and like stuff like that. Just up with the roosters and the chickens and are like, and she's early to bed. She's always been early to bed. And since, of course, now she's like uber pregnant, ready to pop, she's even more like going to bed early. And I'm like, girl is pretty sure where she's at. They're on Eastern time, but they might be on Central. I'm not sure. She's in Tennessee.
Tennessee is half and half.
It's half and half, yeah. So I think she's in Central because it's Memphis versus Nashville, which is more east. Memphis is more west, if I remember. Hell, I don't know. It's all the same highway to get to it from Indiana. That's all I can remember.
Yeah.
It's the same highway. And then it splits and says, do you want to go to Nashville or do you want to go to Memphis?
Oh,
anyway.
Okay. We are 8 minutes and 53 seconds past our normal time.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, it's good. It's all good. It's all good.
If you like this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can catch us next week on
my
Baby's channel. Yeah. You're like, my name.
My name. What's my name? Say my name, Sako. Say my name. It's okay.
You might want to subscribe and maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube actually notifies you when she goes live. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.